got his 68 C10. This is yours right here. What color is it? I want to start off with the color because that's my favorite part about this truck. What's the color from?
It's a blue color from Hyundai color. Custom painted from Dicko Dodge dealership. And yeah, I mean, from front to end, everything in it, the engine bay and everything's all the same color.
And you said your father-in-law came up with that color, correct? He picked it out?
Yeah, my father-in-law's the one that came up with that color and decided to put it on that truck, and I fell in love with it. So I told him, let's go with it. And that's what he did.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I love it. So how did you get this truck? How did this truck come to be where it is now?
So I bought this truck. It was a barn find, and it was all patinaed out. So we got, like original builds that people find in the barns. They get them, they pull them out of the barns, take them into the shops, and start working on them little by little. It took me a total of a year and a half from start to finish to get it where it's at now.
Yeah, a year and a half is crazy for the quality of the build you got here. I mean, just the engine and powertrain alone. I mean, what does that all go into?
So the powertrain that's in it right now is a 4L60 connected to a 6.0 LS motor. It's got a mild stage 3 cam in it. Got some minor head work, nothing major. Just enough that's good enough for the streets. I want to go to the drag strip. I could take it to the drag strip. The setup that I have currently right now with the wheels and package and that motor, it just all goes together.
Yeah, you just put a new size wheel on the rear. It's the same style, but it's a new size and a new size tire. What'd you do with that?
Yeah, so the wheel in the rear is the one I switched out. The one I used to have before was a 20x12, as well as this 20x12. It's just the offset changed. I went with a minor lip. That's an aggressive lip. So the lip I had before was a 7-inch lip. I went to a 4-inch lip now, and but same size wheel, 22x12 in the rear. I'm running a 305/40 R22 tire on the rear, and a 20-inch wheel in the front with a 265 35 R20 for the front.
You're right, it does have some power right now. You just did a little pull right through here. It sounds good, it looks good, it goes fast. I really like the interior on this car too.
Yeah, the interior was all done here in El Paso, a local interior shop here in El Paso. A guy from the northeast of El Paso did the interior, all custom. It was an original bench seat. He took it into his hands, showed me a couple designs, and I went with it. Original black with the red, with the blue stripes is what we're looking for. So he did it. I liked it, and we put it in.
It's perfect for this truck. And that Mexican blanket, that little saddle blanket that you got too, where'd you get that? Because it matches the color perfectly.
I used to work in Carlsbad, New Mexico, and when I was out there, I found a spot there in the corner that sells those blankets, and so I saw the color that was currently being painted at the shops, and it matched the color of my truck, so I picked it up, brought it home, and sure enough, it's identical to the paint. So now that blanket sits in that seat for now, for the rest of the time that I have the truck.
Yeah, as long as I've known you, I've seen that blanket. I saw it, I think the first time I cruised at Hatch, I saw it in Las Cruces at the gas station. Before I even met you, I saw that truck. I was like, yeah, it's a nice truck. What's the suspension setup you got on it? It's a static drop?
So it's a static drop. Right now I currently have a CPP coilover kit, tubular arms front on the front end. It's got a closed front, closed rear, drop coils, and that's what it has. Viking actually, coilover is what it's got. Viking with CPP arms.
And how about the brake setup? You got slotted brakes on it? Or?
Yeah, upgraded brakes from CPP as well. Slotted discs and rotors all the way around.
Yeah, it's nice. So it's set up to go good and run good. And I mean, it's fast, and it's just got the suspension and everything, the brakes to hold up for what it's got.
Yeah, definitely. Those brakes stop on a dime when I need it with the horsepower it's putting down. I think we dynoed the last time at 360 to the wheels on a dyno with a guy locally out of El Paso, tuned by Rich. Good tuner, a local tuner. He does good work.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say 360 has nothing because every car now you can just put a turbo on and make 1,000 horsepower out of it. But on a 360 in an old truck like this, and then the suspension and tires you got on it, and it just rides perfect.
Definitely rideable for the highway. I can keep it with most vehicles on the highway. I started off with another vehicle that I had, a 350 with the 350 transmission, and I wasn't enough gears for me, so that's why I upgraded from an LS to an LS and got the 4L60 with overdrive.
Right. Yeah. And that's the difference too. I mean, the fuel injected 360 horsepower is a lot different than carburetor and some old school setups that we used to have.
Yes, sir. Definitely. You get a different ride.
So I got some more questions here. I want to start with this front end. So this is a 68. This doesn't look like a 68.
No, it's a 67 front clip, right? The front clip totally, how to tell the difference on the 67s to the 68, there's no side markers. No side markers on these. That's the reason I was going for that look, the Restomod look, with nothing on there, no lights, no antenna. The antenna was deleted as well. If you notice here, typically on these trucks, they have an antenna here. I deleted that. So going for the Restomod look is what I'm going for. The hood scoop, right? That's another change. They don't come with the hood scoops. So that's my look, the stance, the lean that it has, the wheels, just that Restomod look, man, honestly, and the color that I chose to go with all that.
And so you were talking about the hood. What about these hood hinges that you got here?
They're from CVF. They're billets hood hinges. So when I had the factory ones, I was having a lot of issues with the factory hinges, and decided to go with the billet hinges from CVF.
We got a lot of billet parts on here too. I mean, what's this battery hold down?
That's the battery hold down I got from them as well, CVF. Most of the parts that I have are CVF aftermarket, billet, aluminum, all the way around.
Yeah, I like the billet look on it. I mean, it just looks clean. It's perfect for this truck, the way that you got it set up and everything. And so you're telling us about these wheels. These are the weld wheels that you got up here?
Yes, sir. Weld wheels. The 20s in the front, 22s in the rear.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about these mirrors too, because I just saw this bow tie on here. What's the where'd you get these mirrors from?
These mirrors I bought from Classic Performance, and they also supply these. These are typically for a Impalas, and when I saw these mirrors, I was like, man, I like this look. I'm gonna go ahead and try them out.
Yeah, I like it a lot. And just like I said, complements everything. This truck, I tell you, it's my favorite 68 going around El Paso. So you and me have talked about this before. I like the fact that you still have the drip rails on it. You don't see it a lot. I mean, I think you've got a pretty high-end build to stuff that I've seen. Listen, Lomita's interrupting us right now. What do they call that horn?
That's that siren they used back in the days, back in the 50s.
I think they're far enough away. So, okay, so I was talking about these drip rails. I like the fact that you still have the drip rails on it. I mean, it's a pretty high-end build, but you still see a lot of the original factory stuff left alone.
Yeah, like these windows here as well. You see the seals. Typically, they'll take and eliminate these seals and drop in the windows. I didn't want to get too crazy with that, so I left the upper portion of the cab original. Just the body itself is what I was going for as far as the leading side markers. I'm not big on side markers.
Yeah.
But I think most of the classic cars and the more Restomod vehicles don't have any. So plain, definitely. The bed is actually the same year, 67. The bed has no side markers as well. We deleted those for 67.
You also deleted the little pockets right here, I see too.
Yeah, all these pockets are gone. We had these welded in when we're doing the body work. No more pockets. Typically they come with those pockets, but they're out.
Yeah, it looks real clean. And then we're gonna come back here and take a look. You don't got no bumper. I was gonna say, take a look at your bumper, but you don't have a bumper.
No, again, with the Restomod, with the roll pan on the rear end, and also with the billet trims on the lights from CVF, just to give it that look.
Yeah, it looks real clean. I like the shaped look on the front and everything, but you still left the drip rails. You got the roll pan on the back, but the original, that's the original bumper on the front too?
Yeah, the original bumper in the front. I kept that front look original as much as possible. With the rear, I just wanted to throw off a little bit.
And then, so this is something that you just had done recently. Tell us about the, it's a pinstriping, right? You did it in the Chevrolet right here, in the tailgate?
Yeah, so you got a little bit of pinstriping with some silver leaf. I was trying to, debate as far as what to go with. Whether the stickers that they sell go silver leaf. So I went with silver leaf. Got a local guy here in El Paso, Texas, come out to my house and put that silver leaf on for me. I think it made it pop tailgate, especially for tailgate Tuesdays.
Oh yeah, for sure. Tailgate Tuesdays it pops. I mean, right here, I got a shot right here. I think I'm gonna post this up next Tuesday. The interior. Where's this bench seat from?
This bench seat is a guy locally here in El Paso that does custom interior work out of up northeast, El Paso, Texas. He does custom interior, and I had him work on this seat for me, and he actually built it to the way I liked it, and went with it.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks nice with the little cup holders right there. Because I mean, you need those, but it's a pain. These trucks, they don't have a whole lot of room for them.
Right. I also went with the do-it steering wheel column with the tilt on it, and then the custom gauges.
And is that they make those steering columns a little bit shorter too, huh?
They're a little bit stubbier, so they can actually give you more room.
Yeah, it looks nice. I never even noticed that till you pointed it out right now. Then, so what's your speaker and radio setup?
This radio setup is just a regular deck, dual from a local audio place here in El Paso as well. I bought that stereo with some speakers and a 10-inch woofer, subwoofer with an amp, just to give me some good cruising music, you know.
Yeah, you need that. I mean, especially here in these old trucks and everything, you need some bass behind it. These tiny little speakers don't hold up.
They don't.
Yeah, so, but I mean, and then a 10, that's perfect. You don't need to go too crazy. Some guys go way too crazy. They rattle the glass, they rattle everything.
Right. And then for the gauges, Dakota Digital's for sure, right? It's got that modern, original style look, but they got that classic digital upgrade where you can be able to read your EGTs, your fuel, your RPMs, and your speedometer.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I like that, being able to have all that information, especially with the LS. Okay, so you were telling us about the engine and transmission earlier. What about the exhaust setup that you got on here?
So I currently have the inch and 7/8 long tube headers from Speed Engineering with the 3-inch exhaust with Black Widow mufflers, 3-inch all the way back with the Black Widows. That's what gives it that loud sound, the loud roar. With that cam that's got in the border, stage 3.
Yeah, it sounded good right now when you did that little pull. So, alright, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll go ahead and post up his Instagram. You want to tell it for everybody so they can follow you?
Yeah, it's Blue Collar C10 on Instagram. So blue_collar_ C10. Look me up on Instagram.
Yeah, it's hard to miss. You got your truck as your background picture or as your profile picture?
Yeah, it's my profile picture. So look for this blue truck and you'll see it on there, and just follow me up.
Sounds good. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for talking to us today and everything, letting everybody know a little bit more about the C10 Club members.
Yes, sir.
I love this scene. I love the C10 Club out of Chuco. Every time I come out and talk to these guys, these people are amazing. So that's why I like to post up the trucks, because the trucks are cool. But I mean, talking to the people, sometimes it's even cooler.
Big shout out to Alex and Chuco C10s for making all the events for every year and all the years coming up. So thanks, Alex, for everything as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a good year. I'm excited to get out there, hit some of the roads and everything, and put more videos out there, meet more people, get more interviews.
Yep, you got it.
Thanks for watching.